Well, hello, good morning, and welcome to the Karen Reed case motion hearing about phone records. And now I'm going to sneeze. So I am Ada K, and we are going to be watching about an hour and a half video. It was recorded yesterday. Unfortunately, I was not kind of able to do that. I apologize live. However, we are able to watch it. We're able to watch it here. I am checking to see if I am live, and it looks like I am finally. By the way, this is the second time I've had to do this. It has been so stressful, y'all. I don't know what's going on. I don't know why I was having a hard time with this, but it is what it is. It's showing I'm live now. I am double checking my videos and it shows I'm live. Yay! Hallelujah! Woo, doggy. I gotta tell you, it has been a morning. It has been a morning. Okay, so let me tell you a little bit about this case that I know. Now, first of all, when I do watch a case on live, I do not purposefully, ever try to get a whole lot of information. I like to be kind of like your alternate juror. I like to come on. I like to look at the case with fresh eyes and hearing it just as you are. I am not a lawyer. I am not anywhere in the legal field. However, I do have hundreds of hours of video and court and observation and whatnot. If I don't know what's going on, I will find out what's going on. But I had to let somebody know I'm live. Been trying to go live and been having some difficulties. Okay, so with that, what we're going to do right now is we are going to start watching the video. Get yourself something to drink. Mine's tea, not sweet. Even though I'm from the South, that don't like all that sugar. Boy, that feels good. I've kind of had a little headache all morning, so I'm squinting a little bit. Please forgive me. So little rules for the road. I love and appreciate comments. I love for you to share. I love you to like. I love for you to subscribe. Do all the YouTubey things. But we do not make any negative comments, and we do not insult or be rude to anyone. With that, we are going to start now. Let me get my window up. And then we're going to get going. Right now, what you're seeing is I'll scroll this back. Like I said, this was yesterday. And this is a motion hearing. I'm going to check our volume. Y'all let me know if the volume is an issue. I can't hear what y'all hear. Sometimes court is real loud. Sometimes it's real soft. I don't know. I have to depend on you. I have gained this up as far as I can. All right. I'm going to go ahead and scroll forward a little bit. Oh, what's up with the cameraman? Dude, really? That makes me a little nauseated. Whew. Okay, this here's Hannah Reed. God almighty, I've been on Hannah Reed, Karen Reed. I made me popcorn this morning. We're ready for the show. You don't believe me? I always have snacks. Okay, nice looking bailiff. He's a really nice looking, kind looking bailiff. All right. Let me just kind of skim through some of this. It's just kind of boring. Okay, here we go. Oh, that saved 15 minutes. All right. By the way, there are multiple attorneys for multiple people. It's going to get confusing, so I wrote it all down before we started. Once again, thanks for joining. I hope y'all enjoy. Yay! That was easy. So I don't object to anybody's objection. Everything is fine. Let's get it out of the way. This is going to be interesting, y'all. We got too many attorneys involved. I hope I can keep up. Ooh. Ooh, this is going to get a little cray-cray. This is a family affair. Oh boy. Okay. Let me go over the players a little bit here. Okay, so we have Brian Albert, Brian Higgins. Please don't tell me a Kevin Albert. Okay, those are the councils. Okay. So we have Karen Reed, who Mr. O'Keefe is the one that passed away, murdered. Then we have a Brian Albert, a Brian Higgins, a Kevin Albert. This is going to get confusing. Let's pray we can keep up. And by the way, I've never seen a judge interrupt this much this soon. She's just wanting to get to the point. I like her already. Let's just get to it. Let's not waste any time. I like her. True. Ooh. Ooh. This is gonna get hairy, y'all. So it sounds like whoa. Okay, y'all. He came out with all claws. I mean, he's blaming the police department for inappropriate behavior. He's blaming people in conspiracy. He is basically saying that nobody would do their job, that this is a cover up, and that his um, client is being framed. And wow, okay. Y'all, I wasn't prepared for this trial, but I think I'm going to have fun. Ooh, I wonder who the witness is. Wow. I'm asking you, Judge, to force them to turn over evidence in which we have a right to defend our client. I have not seen a case in a while that has this many attorneys. There's only one other case I've seen with this many attorneys, and oh my gosh, it was like 10. It's still going on. It's almost a year. Okay, I'm going to say something real quick on this. Ugly Freeze. Let me get it off his ear. Ooh, what's going up with the cameraman? It's not good. Court TV is usually better than this. Okay. What happens in the grand jury stays in the grand jury. You don't find out who testified, what was said, how they did it, why they did it. I mean, the evidence, all of that is normally not given in a grand jury. The issue I feel here as a alternate juror, by the way, there's no jury in here. These are just motions. I feel honestly that from what I understand, any and all evidence that side A has, B gets. Any evidence that side B has, A gets. So why are the phone records not being turned over? Why are they having to make this motion is my question. So one motion is to get the phone records from Brian Albert, Brian Higgins. Why can't they have different names? And the other is also concerning Brian Albert, Brian Higgins, but I think it's to get it from the provider as well. So they're having to get an order from the courts, a subpoena, in order to get this information. We might kind of skip through this a little bit or try to, because there was another. This is Brian Higgins. Okay, we want to listen to him for a minute. Then we'll go to the Brian Albert's attorney for a minute just to get their gist. But today there was a short hearing. It was hysterical. Let's just say butt dialed was used more than I can count. It was interesting. Better. Okay, just comes in. They have to provide it. Ooh, prosecution Commonwealth. Not a. Ooh, they didn't turn it over. Okay, so we're going to give up a little bit. Um. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do, y'all, is I'm going to stop this because there was another hearing today. I watched. Let me find it. Where maybe it was in this one. They absolutely, I'm searching, y'all. maybe it was this one, where they were literally talking about butt dialings and stuff. So we'll go ahead and skip through. Okay, there we go. This must be a new cameraman for Court TV, because Court TV is usually on the ball, and this is actually making me a little nauseated. That makes sense. It's just formality at this point. She's going to allow it. She's going to require that they turn over all the evidence. But each person with an attorney has to address it. So this is going to be the same old, same old. But one of them was really interesting. And so I'm trying to find it. This is Brian Higgins' attorney. I think we're getting to the butt dialed. Oh, wow. Okay. So he's probably going to be a witness. I need to write that down. This is the one. Wow. Good for you. Okay. I didn't get to the butt dialed. It's somewhere. I saw it this morning and I was half asleep, mind you. But somewhere they talk about a lot of butt dialing. I almost went to put a counter up. I got to figure out how to put a counter up in the thing over there. Wow, what a name. So why is he involved? Your request. So without the affidavit and without the court's order, we don't have to give you the information. Whew. They got to train that cameraman. My gosh. He must be new. This is not normal. 4 more attorneys. Cameraman? You got the screaming goat. This is driving me crazy. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. Court TV is normally not this bad when it comes to this. Uh-oh. I accidentally went back to where I shouldn't have. Oh, let me get back to it. Oh my gosh, that cameraman's driving me bazonkers. Here we go. I gotta find where we were, y'all. I'm so sorry. Yeah. I can't. You see everything on that poor man's face. I'd be upset if I was him. Not helping my headache, y'all. Here we go. Mm. One, two. Long distance relationship. I'm sorry, y'all. This guy. I'm sorry. I just had a visual. A long distance relationship. I would, if I was in court, I would be. Oh, by the way, follow my arrow. Look at this guy's face. He's getting it. He got it. Okay. Though the phone and the butt were in two different places, but somehow they had a long distance relationship. Oh, whew. It gets funnier, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Uh huh. Mm hmm. Mm hmm. There was no long distance butt phone relationship. Back that up a little bit. You're telling me at 2:22 in the morning or thereabouts that somebody is actually Googling about how long it takes for a person to die in the cold when somebody died outside in the cold? If my memory serves me correct, a long time ago, I vaguely heard something about they had a party, they went to a game, they did something. And the homeowner went to bed and he got up the next morning and three people were deceased. How or why would you be in an intimate moment, have the phone in the bed with you? I could go somewhere with that, but I won't. Okay, guys, I'm going to put it on a big screen. I have a package arriving, but keep listening. I will be. Okay, guys, I'm going to come back a few seconds. I need to hear that again. Sorry. Oh, sorry. Ooh, caught in a lie much? He's enjoying saying the word but in court. Ooh. They've said two different dates, so they're trying to figure it out. Sorry, I didn't have the mic on. There's a lot of phone calls happening during the time, and somebody's deceasing in somebody's backyard. A lot of butt dials. Wow. Hmm. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. You're telling me during wintertime, you're just driving by somebody's house and spot a little piece of tail light from multiple yards away? I'm sorry, that's a red flag for me. I want more information. Need more information. Okay, guys. You are told in investigations that you are not to be discussing anything about this case with anybody else, especially including, my hair is sticking to me, especially in including other witnesses or other parties into the investigation. So I'm sorry, y'all. These are people who are in the police force who understand this very well because they usually tell people themselves, while this investigation is going, we're going to request that you talk to nobody except for your attorney. So why are all these conversations, I'm sorry, y'all, I'm getting me another snack. Why are all these conversations going back and forth? Just my humble opinion. So if I understand this right, the feds have all this information and the defense knows it's there, has a gist or a what's it called? Synopsis of what's there, but they're not being privy to the detailed information. How can you put on a defense if you don't have all your information? Now, guys, understand, I'm not for or against. I know nothing about this case except for what I see here. The only thing I vaguely remember is that somehow there was a party, a gathering, a sports event, something that these people did. And somehow the next day, 3 men are dead in the backyard of somebody's house. That's all I knew. So I got to tell you, I like this defense attorney so far. All right, let's keep going. This would be a huge win for the defense if they can get these records, especially if it shows what they're suspecting it does. Almost done, y'all. Sorry, y'all. The cameraman's driving me bat crazy. That makes sense. So, Mr. Kenneth is Kenneth Anderson is not in court today. Ah, you're getting a screaming goat. Driving me crazy. Just keeping it clear and honest. So today is the last day for them to put any motions in. They can join via Zoom. Nice court reporter setup. Real nice. So Tuesday's going to be the pretrial hearing. Okay, so 9 a.m. Tuesday, hearing on all pretrial non-evidentiary motions. Yay, we got through that. Woohoo! Let's see what else to say. Oh, we don't need to watch her leave. We don't need to watch her leave. Okay, so that was a little interesting. I counted 7 butt dials, including during the time of intimacy. Ooh. Okay, y'all. I have never... Oh, this is going to give me a headache. I have never watched a trial with this many attorneys other than one other one, and I didn't really follow it, but there were like 10 people. And see, you have a witness on the stand that the prosecution may bring, right? Each lawyer, each represented client gets to go and cross-examine. Then, after the cross-examine, the prosecution gets rebuttal. So you're looking at approximately a day per witness or more when you do it that way. Why would they do it that way? They could have separate cases and stuff, but this is different because the defendant is one person, but they have multiple people represented. A lot of Brians. Brian must be a popular name over there. So tempted to look into this case. I'm so tempted, but I'm not. I'm going to pretend like I'm an alternate juror, and I'm not going to look at anything. By the way, I want you to be introduced to the Screaming Goat. I pulled out Mr. Goat. We need a name. I need somebody to give him a name. I need a name for this little dude. Because when everything's all messed up and a muckery is going on, for lack of a better word, or the audacity of something will come out. But the cameraman on this case, oh my gosh, court TV is really fabulous usually. Long Crime is too, with their camera people. And I don't know if there's new equipment for this dude, if he's a new camera guy, but his zooming in and out makes me nauseous. And I do get motion sick kind of easy. No roller coaster riding for this girl. But anyway, this is absolutely just horrible when you have a headache. And I'm just really struggling to get through the cameraman. But so supposedly Karen Reed hit the victim with her car. But I don't understand. I don't know. I don't understand how all this went about. So we'll learn. We'll figure it out. We'll watch just like everybody else. I will be back on Tuesday for the next motion hearing, and I think this will be a case we'll follow. If you have a case on that is on live and you wish to have me follow it, please send me an email or comment below, and I'll be happy to follow it. If you have any questions and comments, please, that's what the comment section is for. I am an interactive live stream, and I like to answer questions. I like to be a part of this. And I'd like for you to be a part of this. This is just something fun that I personally do. And I started this for another reason. I am an ADA law specialist and consultant, and I am going to be launching probably, I want to get it after the school, probably in June, the ADA Law channel. It's a consulting channel. And I'm going to be tackling a lot of misconceptions about the ADA, Americans with Disability Act. There's a lot of things. I'm going to go through each title or section of the ADA law. I'm going to explain what it all means, how it affects you, For example, if you're going to apply for a job and you have a disability that's especially non-visible, what do you have to divulge? When is the best time to divulge that information? What is considered a reasonable accommodation under certain situations? Or if you're a business owner and you have somebody that came in and applied for a job and did not inform you of a disability, or if they became disabled while working for you, what is considered a reasonable accommodation under the law? How is that figured out? Why do you, as the employer, pay for that? Or if you're deaf and you're going to a doctor's appointment, why does the doctor's staff of the doctor's office have to pay for the interpreter? So I'm going to be going through all that. So that is something I'll be doing. I feel that there is so much out there on YouTube and the misconceptions of the law under ADA law. I found it interesting that speaking legally in court, there is a county that a court situation that happened it was a traffic court, not that big, but a deaf person was given a ticket and they were an employee at a place and another employee knew some sign language that they had learned from the person who got the ticket. They didn't go get educated and get a degree or whatever. They weren't an interpreter certified. And in court, you have to be a legal court certified interpreter. You can't be a basic interpreter. You have to have a court certification. And so anyway, this person goes to court and this friend of hers interpreted for, and I'm like, the judge didn't even know the rules. And if you were Spanish speaking and the judge would say, anybody here know Spanish? You legally can't do that. The judge should know better. So it's that kind of stuff I'm going to be sharing and talking about. I have another one called Jail Widow that I've already started working on. So we have some stuff coming up. I have separate YouTube channels for each one. I do that to keep it separated. It's easier for me to manage. So thank you once again for joining. I know this is kind of sort of boring for some people, but you learn a lot about where the case is going and what the defense is looking at and the prosecution by the motions, because this sets up the tone of the trial. Once again, phone records, I mean, that should have been an automatic give. However, it appears by the judge's comment that the Commonwealth, or what we would call the prosecution in our neck of the woods, has not turned over their information. So that's a no-no. We have counties in the state of Texas where I live up north that they call them Commonwealth. So, yeah, I got to get used to that. All right, guys, thanks you so much for joining. I hope that you maybe enjoyed it, maybe learned something. I don't know. But if you are, I have a lot more people who watch on the replay. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for watching on the replay. We love our replay people. Please comment, like, and subscribe. I appreciate it. I'm trying to get this YouTube channel going. It is a task, but I love it. So with that, be blessed. I will see you next Tuesday in this case. Have any questions, reach out. Thanks. Bye-bye.